Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Just Bulldogs podcast. Back again for another positions profile and projections. This time we're going to double up on positions, talking 5'8" and halfback. I think, as you all expect, there's not a lot of competition for these jerseys after the 2024 season went. I'm pretty happy with the way that it all went. With guys securing positions and really getting some good combinations going together. So in the 5'8" jersey, last year, Matt Burton really locked down that spot, competed pretty well to get in the Daily M Team of the Year. As the 5'8", people trying to get him to move over to the centers at the start of the season. I was never for it. I think he's definitely a quality center, but he's just a quality footballer. But 5'8" is definitely his position, especially when he plays for the Bulldogs. As a representative player, I could definitely see him getting picked as a center, but for the Bulldogs and hopefully in the future as a representative player, he could lock down a 6 jersey for them as well. Candidates for the number 6 jersey for the Bulldogs, it's really Matt Burton. He's the pick, but also in the behind him, we have Drew Hutchison and the young Joey O'Neill, who played a bit of New South Wales Cup last year, showed some pretty good talent. He's still young, still got plenty to learn, plenty to mature with. A bit of work to do on his defense, but with the ball in hand, he's pretty silky, looks pretty good when he is attacking the line and throwing the ball around. So a player that I would be excited to see in the future. But yeah, we definitely know that Matt Burton has locked down this 6 jersey after a very, very good 2024 campaign. And then in the halfback, I'm sort of just going to jump in between these two positions. We have Toby Sexton, who really locked down that 7 jersey. Didn't get the start of the year as our 7 with Drew Hutchison starting the season, wearing the 7 on his back. Toby Sexton starting in New South Wales Cup before earning it the call up a bit later on. I think it was around round 6, round 7. He got into the first grade squad and didn't look like losing the jersey after that. But the players in the mix there are Toby Sexton, Drew Hutchison once again. And then if Joey O'Neill could cover the 7, and then Mitch Woods, who is in the top 30 this year for the first time. A very exciting player, Mitch Woods. I think that he could definitely be the future for the Bulldogs in the 7 jersey. But people definitely need to slow their roll with him. Don't expect him to come into the side at any point in this season in 2025. If we do see him, don't put too much pressure on him. Don't expect too much. He's still very young. He's an absolute brilliant looking prospect, but so far that's what he is. Just a prospect, a player that I'm very excited for, but we do need to take it slow with these young halfbacks. Sometimes the pressure can get to them if you put too much on their shoulders too early. So I don't expect them to rush him into the squad, especially with the way Toby Sexton ended last year. I think they'll give him every chance to hold on to that jersey for as long as he is performing. So I think heading into this year, Matt Burton and Toby Sexton will be the guaranteed lock for the 6 and 7 jersey, ruling out any injuries. And then I'd expect Drew Hutchison to be the first off the bench for either of them if they do miss any games. We do have other players in the top 30 that could cover, such as Bailey Hayward, who was a half coming out of the New South Wales Cup, a bit of a hooker half. But I think they like the way that he plays in that 13 role and the bench utility. I think if mid-game Matt Burton or Toby Sexton goes down injured, then we could see Bailey Hayward cover for him. Particularly in defense, he does pretty well. Defensively, he's pretty solid body for a smaller player. But I think heading into any game, if Matt Burton and Toby Sexton are set to miss, I think you will see Drew Hutchison coming to the side. We also have Blake Taaffe, who could be in the mix for injury cover as well, particularly in that halfback jersey. But yeah, ruling out injury, Matt Burton and Toby Sexton definitely locking in those spots. But yeah, the 2 guys that I would be looking forward to see this year, we could see Joey O'Neill. I think he's definitely a chance. And then a young player, Cassius Tia. I think he's going to get some New South Wales Cup games this year. So he's one that could definitely be in the mix. Not in the top 30, but one to look out for. Had a very good season last year, I believe, in the Harold Matts competition. But you have to fact check me there. Definitely looks like a pretty good talent. Bulldogs have some really good young halves on the way up. So it's going to be good to see some competition. It looks like we probably will lose some as the years go by. As we've seen, we've started losing some pretty good looking talent to other clubs that have started to poach some of our young kids, but it's because we have a lot of good young talent coming up, and some of our positions are really getting locked up by quality first grade players. So if clubs are really looking around our young players trying to poach them, it's because we have so much talent around. So as much as it sucks to see them leave, there's plenty of really good kids in the Bulldogs at the moment looking to break their way into the top grade. So a very good looking future for our Canterbury Bulldogs in the halves. Right now with Matt Burton and Toby Sexton looking to do some pretty good things. And then the future players like Joey O'Neill, like Mitch Woods and Cassius Tia, some pretty good things to look forward to. But yeah, that'll do for this one. I appreciate everyone for listening. Make sure to check out @JustBulldogs on Instagram if you want to have your vote on who you think should be playing where for the Bulldogs in the 2025 season. Season's very close on the way. I appreciate everyone for listening. I'll catch you next time. Bye.